Hey guys, welcome to the session. In this session, I would like to discuss about multi-catch block and nested try of Java programming. Now let's start with multi-catch block. So before going in detail, let's recall the syntax of try-catch block that we have discussed in the previous videos. Now let's see what is try-catch block. So we have seen that try block is a piece of code where the actual exceptions will be erased. Now try block will be followed by a catch block where it handles the exceptions which are thrown by the try block, and after these two blocks we have a finally block where it contains a piece of code which will be executed before the try block ends. So this is our syntax. So try block will be throwing the exception, catch block will be handling. Now here in our concept, if you have multiple catch blocks for a single try, then how it will handle, let's see in this multi catch block concept. So here in this multi catch block, as I told, a try block will be followed by one or more catch blocks. So let's see the syntax. It will be like this: a try block is there which will contain a piece of code which may generate some exceptions which should be handled by the catch block. But if you'll observe here, more than one catch block is here. So which catch block will handle that exception means any of these three can handle that exception. And we should remember that only one exception will be raised and only one exception will be handled by any of these three catch blocks. So while writing this multi-catch blocks in programming, we should take care of two things. One is the first one, it says that at a time only one exception occurs and at a time only one catch block is executed. And remember, and one more thing is, when you are writing this multi catch block, you have to remember one thing: the first block, that is a catch block which is near to the try block, should be more specific. Means it should clearly tell what type of exception is it going to handle. And likewise, the last catch block, that is the catch block which is far to the try block, uh, should handle the exceptions which are not specific, that is it will be general. So the most specific ones will be the blocks which will be near to the try block. So this is the second point we have to remember. So all the catch blocks must be ordered from most specific to most general. So these 2 points we have to remember while designing the multi catch blocks. Now let's see one example here. Now we are going to see one example of multi-catch block. Let's observe this program. So we have a main class, and in main method I'm writing a try block. So this is the block where you may get exceptions here. Now if you'll observe, the exception the code inside the try block is, I'm taking an array, that is a whose size is 5. And next thing is, at fifth location I'm trying to assign some value, that is 30 by 0. Even if you'll take the array as 0 to 4, at fifth location I'm trying to assign some value, but that value, if you'll observe, it is not an integer, so it is an operation. So if you'll say that a of 5 is an error because it will be from 0 to 4, then 5 is an error, but before 5 you're trying to assign some value, that is not valid. So 30 by 0 is like you can't divide a number by 0. So which is an error here? What type of exception is here? This is arithmetic exception, because as I told, before going to this array size, first of all you are trying to calculate the value here. So actually in multi-catch statements, one of the catch statement is saying that arithmetic exception, and the second one is saying array index of bound exception, and the third one is the general one which is saying that parent exception occurs. Now out of these three, if you'll observe, the first two may be matching, and out of these first two, we'll see that the first one, that is arithmetic exception, is the right one, because as I told, even if it is 0 to 4, at fifth location you are trying to assign some value. If it is an integer, imagine, then it will go to the second statement, that is array index of bound. But here itself I'm doing some operation, then I'm assigning, so operation itself is wrong. So that's why the exception is of arithmetic exception type. And after that, these catch blocks are over. One exception raised, one catch block handle that. After that, immediately it will go to the next statement, which is rest of code. So you will get this output as arithmetic exception occurs and then rest of code. So this is multi catch block. Now let's see the next topic, that is nested try. Now the concept is, in the previous topic we learned that single try was having multiple catches, whereas here we are going to see nested try. Nested try means a try catch block inside another try catch block. So the syntax will be like this. Now if you'll observe here, a try catch pair is there, inside that you have a try catch block. So if you have nested try in try catch block, sorry, if you have a try catch block inside another try catch block, then it is called as nested try. Now if you have so, then let's see how it is handling the exception. Generally what will happen mean is, what are the exception raised in this try block will be handled by this catch block, and this exceptions raised in this one will be handled in this catch block. And one more difference in this one is, if you have an exception raised here and this catch block is not able to handle that exception, that is the child try block raised an exception which was not able, which was not handled by the child catch. In that case, what will happen mean is, this exception can be handled by the parent catch block. So child child exception can be handled by the parent catch block here. So this is the main advantage of this nested try block. Now let's see one example here. So we have one example just here. We have a class called exception. Inside that I have a try block, and to represent different try catch blocks in this nested try, I have used different colors. Now let's see the first try catch block, which is there in green color. So first try block is saying that I'm just printing a statement in the beginning that going to divide, and then I'm dividing some value like 39 by 0 and assigning the result to B. So dividing is an error because you are dividing the number by 0. That's an error. So it that's an exception actually, which is handled by its which is handled by its matching catch block. So it is an arithmetic exception. So you'll get arithmetic exception means the child exception was handled by the child catch itself, so that there is no problem. The next thing is, in the next try block I'm using an array. So array size is 5, that is 0 to 4. Next, at fifth location, that is at sixth location, as per our counting, you are assigning some value called as 4. So this is an exception, and this exception is handled by the matching catch block as array index of bound. Means if you'll observe the child block, the child try here, whatever is the exception of this try block is handled by its respective catch block. Similarly, the exception of this try block is handled by its matching catch block, so there is no problem. So these are handled. Now you'll go to the outside statement, that is main catch block. So it didn't get any chance to handle any error, so directly you'll go to the next one, that is system.out.println normal flow. So you'll get the output as going to divide, then arithmetic exception, then array index of bound, then normal flow. So this is our first example where the child try block error was exception was handled by the child catch block only. So here, let's see the output. Going to divide, arithmetic exception, then array index of bound exception, and then okay, I removed that statement, other statement, and then normal flow. And then let's go to the other example here. Now let's see this example carefully. Now we have three try blocks, means this is the main try block. Inside that you have a try block. Inside that you have this child try block. Now the third try block, which is there in red color, this is the innermost try block. Now in this try block, I have a code. Just observe array which is having some elements like 1, 2, 3, 4. So its size is 4. So I've assigned some elements. Now I'm trying to print array of 10, which is not there actually. It's an error. It's an exception. So this should be handled. So immediately it will go to the following catch block. But in the catch block, it is handling only arithmetic exception. But here, this is not arithmetic exception. This is array index of bound exception. So it means that the matching catch block was not able to handle that. So in that case, what this try will go do is it will go to its parent tries catch block. So it will go to the green color catch block. Now let's see the green color one. Now here also it is handling only arithmetic exception. It means that this red color tries exception was not handled by its parent also. Now in that case it will go to its parent class called as which is there in black color. So I'll go to the black color catch block. Now if you'll see this black color one, you have multiple catch statements here. Means in the same program we have nested try and multi catch block statements here. Now if you'll observe in multi catch statement, as we have discussed just now, out of many catch blocks any one will handle that. So and one more thing, it will be from more specific to more general. If you'll observe, the first one is arithmetic exception. So it was not the arithmetic exception, so it will go to the next catch block. Now the next catch block is saying that array index of bound exception. Yes, this is the kind of exception that we got in the try block here. It means the parent class parent try catch block handle that. So you'll get this output as array index of bound exception and handled in main try block. So this is the output. And just for observing, you just go to the next catch block. It is saying just generally that some exception and handled in main try block. So if you'll just understand, just try to just recollect. So we have seen that a child try block had an exception which was not able to handle by the child catch block. So it will go to the parent catch block. So even this was not able to handle. So it will go to the catch block of its parent, and this try block has multi catch block, so it will be checking which one is matching. So second one was matching, so array index of bound exception and handled in main try block is the output here. This is about nested try block. So in this session we learned how you'll write multi catch block, and what is nested try block, and how we'll write nested try block. So I hope everyone understood these two concepts in this session. Thank you all.